Also, I've never figured out why in the hell they just killed this guy off. I don't know if there's a way. I don't know if they were gonna design a way to save him or not. Like, I feel like there should be like a special mission to where you can save him or something. 'Cause it's so weird. Because at least in my opinion, you get this situation where you have these anti-Thorian gas grenades. Everybody else was already shooting at you, and you stop them with the gas grenades. Then or you can melee them. This guy just walks up to you and shoots himself in the head. It's like, Shepard, throw the damn gas grenade, save a man's life before he commits suicide. Alright, so now at the next step, what else do we have to do here? Hey, look at that! It's another life form that shouldn't be killed because it's alien and we're humans and we're going to trespass.
Okay, 5 numbers. We just need to find. What is that?
I do like some of the responses if I remember right. I think it's either that's large or well that's just great. Those two are actually really funny responses. This one I think is just pretty dull.
That does not look like any plant I've ever seen. This may be problematic.
Yeah, I just don't like that answer. I like one that has a little bit more comedy in it. Like, damn. That's all they have to say is just, God damn it. That's all I would have to say. That'd be best response in the world. Also, never figured out why it gives birth. Why it gives birth directly.
Your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
You're a plan, I'm not in awe.
You gave something to Saren. Something I need.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly given. The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
I won't let you keep your thralls. Release them, now.
No more will the Thorian listen to those that scurry. Your lives are short, but have gone on too long. Your blood will feed the ground and grow.
I feel like the Thorian should be able to at least figure out that no longer listen to those that scurry. I have a freaking ship. It's obvious that at some point an Asari was taken in, so obviously she knows something about galactic space, how there's vessels and such. So obviously we can just blow you up if we wanted to enough. Ah, damn it. I hate these things. Even on casual, these things are a bitch to kill. Now this was the one thing I was interested in. Is the game does give you a health bar for the Thorian nodes, right? What I was always curious was, is there's that little area right here that's in between two areas. I don't know if that's a glitch, or maybe that's some cut content or something, but I always thought maybe there was a way to keep the Thorian alive. But I didn't see anything for it, so it made it really weird. Because I actually went through this whole area one time, and ran around and did this, but there's one node in particular that I will make mention of when we see it, that basically if you don't destroy it, you're just stuck where you're at.
That's a start. We'll bring it down yet.
They also don't explain too well how the hell that Asari gets up here, which we'll see here in a second. Like they make no explanation on how the hell she gets up here so fast. Shit. Yep, knew that was coming. Couldn't remember how to heal. Clicking every button in a panic. Alright, now I'll just have to reload that point. Alright, welcome back. I died again. So basically, as we saw, that's the one thing that makes this mission an utter bitch is the Asari does have access to biotics, so if you get hit by her biotic, like throw or anything like that, you get stuck like that and there's no way to move. So she's actually a really big threat in this part of the game, because if the Thorians overwhelm you and they all sit there and poison you, as you saw, they do a fair bit of health damage to you with the poison. What ends up killing you though is the fact that you are poisoned. So I decided to start pulling out a shotgun and shooting things, and I've already found it to be really fun. Also, I'll do this real quick. Any new weapons that I want? Not really. Oh. Damn, using the shotgun now, you can all go to hell. Screw you, AI. Damn, this thing does too much damage, it's OP as hell. Okay, she should be back up here as well then. Across the screen, I like it. That's the other thing I like about the biotics, it's just the comedy of that. It's just like, just imagine just two of these things and they just fly right into the damn door. That's hilarious. There's also another way to really play this game, which is if you don't want to get hit too much, is this. Buy your rifle, zoom in, and spray. What ends up happening is a lot of those guys get up, and then that explodes and kills most of them. I think if any of them either stand away from it too far, or there's like a point where they can't be hurt anymore. It's really weird. But it's a real easy way to kill Thorian creepers. Screw you, bastards. Also, another thing I recommend is... No, I can't. Crap. I was hoping I could. No. So I'll just have to be careful. Because there's another couple things with this game you gotta be careful of. If you get hit by a biotic and you just fly over this area, you die immediately. So that's the only thing that makes this game kind of weird, is with the biotics. It is easy to be one-hit killed. You just gotta play the game careful. If you don't, you're gonna get screwed by it. What the hell are you flying for? You're dead. I want Kate again. Let's see, there should be another one in here, I believe. Nope. Oh yeah, it is. Also, if I remember right, I think killing some of these creepers actually does make this thing easier to kill. I'm just gonna knock its health all the way down real quick, and then we're gonna run up here and bam. And again, see, most of them get insta-killed. There's a couple survivors out in the group, but it's not like I can't kill them. Just try to find like an area you can back off to and you can start killing them. Unity gets activated, and I think Unity. Alright, there we go. Corpse launch. Revenge. Okay, died again. Okay, wait a minute. Ashley, why the hell do you have a goddamn pistol out? Pull out your assault rifle. This is the one I'm talking about that's kind of glitchy, if I remember right. Oh no, you can't walk past it. I thought this was the one that wouldn't let me walk past. Oh no, that's right. None of them actually do have that thing in between them. I think oh, that's right. That's what would happen. I ended up trying to do it, but what I found out was only like the first or second one actually have access to that little arrows. The other ones were all ones you have to kill. That's right. Because I remember getting confused by that at one point, and I had to double check my findings.
You must die.
Okay, I don't know why she keeps walking away, but that was just weird. I won't die that easily. Damn it. You're making it hard not to die easy. Clearly tell the AI are weird, just stupid. I have a horrible shot. Oh. You want a Duke? Oh, I was gonna shoot you, but that works too. Now, are they going to be getting back up? That's my question. Yes, they will. Okay, good. I was curious if they were going to get back up or not. Although I'm still noticing Caden dies really, really fast. So I don't know what's wrong with him. So, again, this is the same point I made earlier. Easiest way to kill that. Well, your assault rifle, that's the best. Now you can clearly see that the health damage is very low on it. So if I just keep firing like this from really far away, you won't notice anything. But the moment I walk in here, sorry, clone gets killed here in a second. She's dead. Creeper's dead. All of a sudden, the health comes down a little bit faster, and a little bit more. For whatever reason, they designed that to where you have to kill these guys to get that down fast. It's really weird. I don't know why they did it that way. That thing's dead. That one's dead. That one's theoretically dead. Yeah, the rest of you lived.
I'm free. I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
Is everything all right? Are you hurt?
I am fine, or I will be, in time. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
Sounds like you Asari got in over your heads for once.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
Saren's pretty quick to betray his own people.
He was quick to betray the Thorian, too. After he had what he wanted, he ordered the Geth to destroy all evidence of its existence. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you're following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory, a viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
I need that knowledge to stop Saren.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity. I have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
What just happened? Are you okay?
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift, the experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
You look a little queasy. We should get you back to the ship.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
So basically what this allows us to do is through the cipher, we're able to finally figure out sort of what the hell's going on with the Prothean vision. Now, what we'll learn is basically that it didn't work out the way we were hoping to. The cipher pretty much gives you a location of somewhere, as we saw, because if we look back at the old Prothean vision, we didn't have access to that planet at the end where you sit there and see the one Reaper all of a sudden popping up. Instead, it doesn't show us that. So now that's what the cipher gives us. The only thing is that you see how fast it goes by. It seems like there's something missing out of it, because it just flies by so fast, and it's hard to make an idea about what you're seeing. Now, my personal opinion is I beat this, I know where it's at, and I don't understand why an incomplete vision is hard to calculate, especially since the fact that you can see the goddamn planet. So I don't know why you need to get more, but you'll find that out whenever we talk to Liara here in a second. Now, as for questions with her, you can ask about Sovereign. Sovereign's something we should probably ask about. That'll give us more details. Benezia, not too concerned. Saren, again, not too concerned. You can ask her more personal questions. I might do that. And then the Thorian, it's dead. Nobody cares.
Tell me more about this ship Saren has.
Sovereign is alien. I do not know how it was built or where it comes from. Its design does not match that of any known spacefaring species. It dwarfs any vessel in the Citadel or Alliance fleets. Its weapons are devastating, its defenses virtually impenetrable. With it, Saren believes he is unstoppable.
You said Saren uses it to manipulate his followers.
The indoctrination. There is an energy about Sovereign. You feel drawn to the ship. It makes Saren's arguments more persuasive, more compelling. Spend enough time in Sovereign's presence and you will lose yourself. There's no other way to explain it.
The other thing you gotta be careful though is something I noticed is once in a while when you do, I don't remember if it's a Mass Effect 1 or one of the later ones, is be careful when you go to investigate, because sometimes these questions like get mixed around. Like, if I remember right, I think we just had personal questions down here, and it looks like it got thrown up here. I could be wrong.
I want to know more about you.
There is nothing remarkable about me. I was merely one of Matriarch Benezia's disciples. For nearly 2 centuries, I followed her, learning at her feet. When Benezia revealed her plan to join Saren, she gave her disciples a choice. Only those who were willing had to follow her. Many felt her plan was too dangerous, but I believed in her. I thought she could turn Saren away from his insanity. Instead, we joined him in it.
Maybe I was wrong. I don't know. The other thing I haven't figured out is that if you notice where she comes from whenever you kill the Thorian, she's in one of those like little like sack things. The one thing they don't explain is the fact that there's a whole bunch of other ones around here, but yet there's no. I wonder if there was ever going to be considered a way to get them out, if there's anybody inside of those, or what went on with them, because they don't really explain that to us. I wish they would have done something. There'd been need like, I don't know, you like find out there's like maybe a couple humans in them, maybe you find other species, I don't know. I just figured that's what they would have done with those things.
Now that you're free of the Thorian, what are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
Now, the other thing when you play this game is you can kill her when I say I can't let you live. I don't know why they make it an option to kill her. It's kind of weird, but that's just the option they give you.
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
Thank you, Commander. May fortune smile upon you.
I can't believe it. Jong says we'll have all the money we need to keep this place running. It's because of you, Shepard. I can't thank you enough.
Alright, so basically we sat there and seen is everybody's alive, we saved everybody. It's all good. Now you can talk to her again.
I will do what I can to assist the colony in this difficult time. I am ashamed of the damage done to the lives of these people.
If anybody sees where the word damage and done is, it looks like they put 2 spaces instead of 1. You tell me if I'm wrong, but basically go back to talk to her. It's the same questions as we already left, so that's why I didn't really feel like asking her most of this. Most of the things you want to learn about is really her, so you have an idea about what she's talking about, and then Sovereign, because you want to know more about the ship. Benezia doesn't really matter. The Thorian's dead, so who cares? And then Saren, it's like you pretty much know.
Farewell, Commander. I wish you well in your hunt.
Alright. Now, if you do go around and start talking to some of the colonists that you saved, I don't think these guys count. Nah, I don't want to go this way. You talk to a lot of these guys, they sit there and show hope, like, oh yeah, the colony's going to survive. Now, if you end up killing too many of the colonists, what ends up happening is everybody's pretty depressed because they're like, oh yeah, the colony's going to fail. And when you go into Mass Effect 2, you can actually hear about it.
I would be so thrilled to see a soldier. Forgive my previous inaction, but under the Thorian's influence, every thought was examined and filtered.
What will you do now that the fighting is over?
I may stay, try to recover my losses. I can have new supplies delivered within weeks. Perhaps the colony will survive after all.
Let me see what you have in stock.
Of course. Return in the future, and I may even have more to see.
So, he does have some decent weaponry, mostly in the fact that, he has a couple level 10 weapons. The only thing is a lot of these weapons are pretty crap. That's why I say with this guy, he's not too good of a person to go to if you want to buy anything. I'm going to go ahead and just sell the Thorian gas grenade because I don't think I'm going to be playing this in the future. So it doesn't make much sense in even dealing with some of the stuff he's offering. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of Yes. Don't see the point why I'm worried about it. Mercenary light armor. I'll keep it. You never know. You never know. We'll keep that for him. Don't think we need. I'm not going to need these. Oh, I'm selling that because I'm not gonna. As funny as it would be to sit there and watch Rex run around in pink armor, I'm not doing it. And then we're gonna get rid of a lot of these upgrades. I need to get some space. If I start seeing tier 8s, I'll keep them. Tier 7s are gone now. Let's sit there and see. Because a lot of this you can make into Omnigel. The Omnigel is really useful to have in case you need to repair anything, or if you want to just do fast hacks instead of doing the hacks yourself. But the other thing is, it kind of sucks that there was a limit on the 150 limit on the weight. Well, not weight, but item count. See, if you go around, you talk to everybody, they have different things to say. But I don't know, I just didn't like it too much.
Thanks, Commander. It's great to be free again.
Feros, they tell me you survived the coups. Glad you're on our side.
Yeah, basically everybody's just going to tell you about how happy they are that you were able to save them. I think the one guy, I think we do knock him out because eventually he does lose control. He should be in, I think, the same bay as where the one older lady is. Yeah, there he is.
Free. I can't believe
Thank you for everything.
I'm free. Thank you for giving me my
Yeah, as I said before, I don't understand where they got the Thorian idea, because my thing is again, I am the player, I am here. Why aren't the spores affecting me? Does it take another cycle?
Finally, that damn thing is out of my head.
Oh, here we go.
I can think without pain. And with the power cells you brought, I can get this place up and running again. Thanks, Commander.
I think no, and I don't know if maybe when they say a new cycle, maybe the Thorian has to build so much up before it can actually release another round of spores. I was thinking maybe that's why they had it set up that way, but I don't truly know. Because I think that'd be an interesting thing to build on if they ever did, as I was saying before, because I'm assuming they're going to have to remake this game. There's no way they're going to get away with not being able to do it. If EA and BioWare want to make some quick money, remaster all these. That's all you got to do. People would buy these up in a heartbeat. Mass Effect 1 being remastered, giving it like next generation graphics and stuff, I'd play it in a heartbeat. I mean, maybe you can fix some of the storyline that needs fixed, graphical settings and the such. I mean, as old as the game is, it hasn't aged too greatly. Like, you can see some of the textures look like crap, other ones look they look good enough. But I'm hoping they eventually get around to doing that. That'd be fun. Because I know Capcom does it a lot. 343 Industries.
Decontamination in progress.
That is really glitchy. I know 343 Industries done it with Halo, so.
You look pale.
Wow.
Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
The cipher shook me up a bit.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Did you see anything?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
You sure you didn't come across any kind of clue or hint? Something we might have missed?
Everything I saw you already know. You were right about the Reapers. The Protheans were destroyed by a race of sentient machines. I think it is obvious there is a connection between the Reapers, the Prothean extinction, and the Conduit, but I did not see anything that would help us find it.
What's our next move?
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, but something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... Oh, I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Now, anytime you do these with Liara, where she learns more about the Reapers and such, if you do, it didn't tire me out, or are you okay? Basically, it's going to ask you these same questions every time you do this. And basically, you can ask this question a million times. It's really annoying, so just hit the
We're
go
done
ahead,
here.
trust me.
Dismissed.
I've sent off the Feros report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Again,
Patch
let's
him
go
through,
and talk
Joker.
to him.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogenia should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
The Thorian liked to enslave minds. Anyone who studied it would have ended up as one of its thralls.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
See, and that's the thing I don't get with some of the council discussions. It's just like, in the case of this one, because I'm gonna start the recording and then I'm going to restart it up for the next mission. You basically tell me, oh, it's a human colony. Of course you would save it. It's just like, but it's not our fault. Most of this stuff is going on in human colonies. It's not our fault. It just happens that way. Second thing, the one Solarian counselor sits there and says, you gotta be willing to make sacrifices. I destroyed a Prothean ruin for your asses. Trust me, I can make a sacrifice. It's just, if you can save everybody, you should try to save everybody. I even killed the Thorian, the thing that you guys actually kind of wanted to keep because you thought that, oh yeah, we could have studied it. That would have been really useful. Again, don't understand what the idea behind their Spectre stuff is. It's kind of weird. They say you have to be willing to make a sacrifice once in a while, but it's just like, but isn't your job to uphold pretty much the law, even though you're kind of going to, even though you're above it? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It comes into the moral ideals. It's like, I could have killed everybody on that colony. Wouldn't have been a problem. But then everybody's like, oh, did you have to kill it? It's just like, well, no, but you told me to. I don't know. It gets into the fuzzy area that I hate dealing with when it comes to that. It's like being a soldier in your middle of a war. You're like, it's just guerrilla warfare like Vietnam or something, or Afghanistan or Iraq or something. It's just like, everybody's not an enemy, but people force other people to become an enemy through ideologies. So it just sucks. So I'm gonna end this recording here. I think I'm going to just make this I think I'll make the Feros colony one a two-parter because it's kind of a longer mission. It doesn't seem that long. It's actually pretty straightforward. But with all the conversations I do in the first part of it, I figured making a two-parter might seem a little bit more reasonable because this mission usually takes a couple hours to get through, even though it's probably one of the most straightforward ones you can play. I still got to see what the gameplay looks like. I'll make a final decision on if I'm going to make these like an hour-long sessions or not. If it gets well beyond that, I am going to cut them up. I don't want to make these too long. I've said that in past videos. I got to keep saying it again. Is that way I remind myself is cut these up if they are too long. Otherwise, don't do it. Because I don't really want to stop playing it, but then I have no choice but to do it. So we'll see what ends up happening. I'll make a final decision on it in the future. Because I don't even think I still have to edit a lot of Rush's videos. I have to re-edit them because there's some recordings where I think I had something going on, so I ended up having to. Because I think it's episode 8 or 9 I looked into. I have stuff I gotta look at, but enough of that. So if you guys have been enjoying this content, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. As I said before, I don't know when I'll get into Mass Effect 2. I might do it. I might do it the next series is Mass Effect 2, and maybe I hold off on Mass Effect 3. I don't know. I'll have to make a final decision on that because I actually have a little bit of free time today. I could probably get. I think I'm gonna get Feros just finished. I think I can get Vermeer finished, and then I think I could get I could get the Terra Nova mission done. The only thing is I still got to do, Novaria, and I still got to do the end mission. And then I think I had one or two side missions I wanted to do as well before before I officially ended it. So again, if you guys have been enjoying the content, please do those 3 things. And of course, have a very wonderful day, and thank you ever so much for watching these videos, guys. Thank you.